All right, cool. If you're here because you think exotic cars attracts girls, boy, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And in this video, I'm gonna explain to you exactly why exotic cars don't actually attract girls. And then we're actually gonna do a car review. This is my vehicle that I purchased. It's a 2024 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 1LT. And for the people that think that exotic cars actually attracts girls, if you tell a girl, yeah, I got a 2024 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 1LT, she's gonna be like, oh, cool. So yeah, even just saying the name, saying the make, the model, and the trim, they don't know what it is. So why the fuck would they care, right? They don't care. And I'll tell you exactly the review, what I think of this vehicle. We'll talk about the features of the car, and then I'll explain to you why women actually don't give a shit about this car, and why you shouldn't even buy it because of women. What you should be doing is purchasing the car for a trophy, like me, right? This car is my trophy. I started my business a few years ago and become very successful, and I purchased this car just to remind me and to keep me going. So in this video, I'll tell you exactly what this car is about, and then we're going to go through all the features of the vehicle. It's a beautiful car. I love it. So without any delay, let's get right into the fucking video. All right, welcome to the channel. I'm Alex Auto. Today we're going to review the 2024 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Man, this car is a beauty. A lot of people talk about this car like it's not an exotic, which I disagree with. It is an exotic. It's an entry-level exotic. But this car is absolutely beautiful. Even if you just look at the way it's built, just look at the way it's built, right? I love the way the car looks. When you go outside and you drive this vehicle, it definitely catches attention and it definitely turns heads, right? So I think that makes it an exotic. It don't matter what anybody else thinks, because my opinion is the only one that matters. And your opinion of yourself and your car should be the only thing that matters, right? So fuck everybody else. So in this car, the first thing that I like about this vehicle is this feature right here, right? This is something called the frunk. The frunk. And it sounds super gay, but it's actually not. It's a front trunk, and it actually has a pretty good amount of space. So I'll show y'all what the space looks like, right? It has a pretty good amount of space, and as you can see, you can put a bunch of shit in here, right? It's not gonna have like a lot of space like most fucking car, like regular cars, but it's not a regular fucking car, so it don't matter, right? But that's one of my favorite features on this car is this frunk. And I think Teslas have it too, but who gives a shit about Teslas? Teslas suck anyway. I'm an avid Tesla hater. So if you like Teslas, fuck you. Fuck Teslas. I like Elon Musk though. He's a smart guy, but Teslas suck. I'll tell you that. All right, cool. So let's get into it. All right. So one of my favorite parts about this damn car is the fucking mid-engine, right? You guys have to see this thing, bro. Like, you guys gotta see this thing. This mid-engine is absolutely insane. Like, look at it, right? This is my favorite part of this car because you can hear every single fucking pop, every single shift when you're in the car right behind you. And actually, every single girl that I've put in this car, one of the biggest compliments that they give is that the car sounds amazing, and they can like feel it when you drive because of the mid-engine, right? It's literally right behind your head. It's right behind your ear, and you can feel the acceleration. Like when you floor it, you can literally feel the vrooms, the pops, the shifts, and it makes this car super amazing. I think this is the best feature on this car, right? Is this mid-engine right here. This is a V8 engine. For the car nerds, for me personally, I'm not really a car nerd. I don't give a shit. The car looks sexy. That's all that matters to me. And then you have this trunk space right here, right? This trunk space right here, pretty small trunk. This car isn't really built for space. It's just built to look as sexy as possible, right? It's like an Instagram model, kind of, sort of, right? Not very useful, but looks good as hell, right? So that's one of the best features of this car, in my opinion, is this mid-engine right here. And for the people that want to purchase a nice car, an exotic car, luxury car, whatever you want to call it, I call it an exotic. If you don't want to call it an exotic, then fuck you. But yeah, I call it an exotic. So I think that's one of the best features of this car. And the mid-engine sounds absolutely amazing, right? And I'm gonna show you guys what that shit sounds like. So you open the car, and you guys just have to hear this mid-engine. Just hear the fucking pop. Woo! It sounds beautiful. It looks beautiful, right? I mean, I'm not a genius or anything. I think that makes it a beautiful car, right? It sounds beautiful, it looks beautiful. I think that makes it a beautiful car. And like I said, that's easily my favorite feature on this car. But just going inside the car, right? So we're gonna go inside the car and we're just gonna take a look. I do have some of my shit in here, so whatever. But inside the car, it's very compact, right? And one of the things that I struggle with in this car, this is like one of my few negatives on this car, is that it's very hard to get in and out of, because I'm a taller guy, and for the taller dudes out there, right, if you're over like 6'1", this car is a bitch to get in and out of, because especially when you're in the parking lots, because you gotta like get in, and then usually you can't open the door all the way like this, so it makes it kind of hard to get out of. Like you gotta get, you gotta turn and twist and then pop out like this. That's the only way to really get out of it. But here's the thing that I noticed, right, with this car that girls actually like, is the fact that it's compact and it's only for 2 people, makes it like a very intimate space. So I mean, definitely if you want to impress, a girl, your wife, whatever, whatever you like, whatever your thing is, maybe girls, maybe boys, I don't know, I don't judge. everybody has their own lifestyle, but
come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That is one of the few things that makes this car an absolute beauty. Is that intimate space in here, right? It's just 2 people, and it's very small, very compact. Another thing is this car, this isn't the convertible, this is the 1LT coupe, right? This is the base model. So I bought it like a basic bitch, but it is, for me, right, it was my first ever, like, quote unquote exotic car, and so I wanted to not spend as much, spend as little money as possible just to get the experience, and the experience is 100% worth it. And from the passenger side, this is what I would say, and this is one of the things that doesn't really make it a chick magnet, right? So a lot of guys like fantasize about shit like, fucking girls and cars. You definitely cannot do that here. There ain't no space. She can't even reach over. Her face can't even reach over and do anything to you. If you know what I'm saying. It's because of this big ass fucking thing right here that blocks like the middle. So not much can happen inside of here. But as far as like an actual car experience, this car is pretty amazing. And I do want to show you guys the actual like driving features of the car. So when you go drive this car, there's a few different modes that this car has that's kind of sick, that I like. So I'll show you guys real quick, right? So let's start the car real quick. Let's hear that engine roll. Woo! All right, so you have your mode selector here, and one of the best things about this car is each time you switch your mode, like, you get an entire shift. Right now you're in sports mode. As you can see, sports mode, your features are different. Right now you can see, let me move this check engine oil out of here. Now you can see the oil pressure. You can see G-force, right? Like, I think that's pretty dope. If you floor it, you see the pressure of the oil as you floor it, right? And if you're in a mood where you want to drive fast, I would definitely recommend switching to sports mode, because that allows you to really utilize like what the car was made of, which is the horsepower and the real effectiveness of the car. And then you have track mode. Oh boy, track mode. So this track mode is like sports mode on crack, right? And I'll switch it for you guys that don't see the switch. You see this switches right here, and then if you switch it here, you you see this switches right here, the track mode, hell yeah. And then you see the oil pressure, you see the fucking temperature, you see the the PSI, you see your tires, right? And then you see how fast the car is going. And it also sounds different if you listen. This just sounds super aggressive, and it makes the car absolute beauty to fucking sit inside of. And then you can switch over, once you're done. Let's say you want more of a chill mode, right? So you can go from track to sport to tour. Now this is like, the longevity of the car. This car actually, if you hit the highway and you're pretty consistent in your speed, you can get pretty great miles per gallon. I think it goes up to about 27 miles per gallon on the highway, right? And that's the tour mode. Like, this car can get pretty good gas efficiency. So this car kind of gives you a little bit of everything, which I think is super dope. I like that. And then you can do your mode, right? You can customize, which is absolutely beautiful. You can customize, everything on this car. So, I'll step back out here. What this car is just very different. It's just it's definitely not the girl's car. And what people need to understand is like, and why this doesn't really do anything for the woman, right? So for my guys, women don't give a shit about money. From my experience, they care more about fun. They care more about experience. And of course, it takes money to have fun and provide experiences, but they don't actually care about the actual money. They just care about what it can do. So when you're purchasing things, when you're doing things because you want to impress women or you want to impress other people, I think it's kind of important to know like what actually impresses them. And from my experience, women care more about experiences. They care more about fun. And of course, this car can absolutely provide experiences and fun. But before you even think about that, you got to think about, do I actually want this shit, right? For me, I actually wanted this car. Everything else is like, it just comes with it. And it just makes it so much more fun. And that's one. And two, it's like, bro, women, they don't know, bro. Most of them don't even know what most cars are. Like, they're just guessing. It's just all about what they see. So that's why a lot of guys can fake it. A lot of guys can fake the lifestyle, and plenty of people do. And whatever, that's their thing. That's the way they move, the way they live their life. I'm not here to judge. Like, I don't know the best. I'm just doing what I think is best, right? And they're doing what they think is best. But from my experience, faking it isn't really worth it, because if it's gonna put you in a negative situation, if it's gonna set you back, then what's the point of faking it? Why not do that shit for real, right? Live the life for real. And that's what I'm about, right? Living the life for real. I purchased this car because I like the car. It looks great. And for me, it's a motivator. I wake up every day, I see the car in the driveway, and I'm like, I want to work harder to keep it. I want to work harder to get more. And maybe that is a little bit of greed, but fuck it, man. I'll be greedy for money, right? We all are greedy for something. I'll be greedy for money. I'll be greedy for self-development and for self-improvement. So this is the G version, right? This is a car review, not for the fucking nerds. We're talking about all the fucking specs of the car. Who gives a, who cares? Like, actually, who cares? Nobody gives a shit, right? People care about what the car looks like, what it feels like, right? And I think I kind of gave you guys a good idea of what the car actually feels like, because for me, when I'm driving it, it feels amazing. Compliments everywhere you go. People turning their heads. They want to see who the fuck is in that car, and that should make you feel good. That should make you feel accomplished, and that should make you want to work harder for more. So this is the G version of the 2024 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 1LT Coupe. That's for the nerds. That's the video. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. We'll be making more videos like this. If you like this type of content, let me know. I'm happy to make more. We can get more cars, man. That ain't no problem. Life is good. So we will get more cars. We'll do more reviews. Let's go.